Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV here at the Precious Metal Summit Conference in Zurich. And it's my honor and pleasure now to talk, for a long time we haven't seen each other, to Simon Dyakowski, who is the CEO of Aztec Minerals. Simon, good morning. Great to see you.
Morning, Jochen. Great to see you as well.
Hope you're doing well, and great to have you here because we need really an update.
Yeah, absolutely. No, doing very well. We're very busy. Focused at Tombstone right now, our Tombstone Gold, Silver, Open Pit Oxide Project. So we are
That's in Arizona, right?
We're in southeastern Arizona.
Yeah.
We're about 40 miles from the Taylor Hermosa discovery of Arizona mining. We're around a bunch of well-known producing copper mines, and we have a great asset there. We just fundraised this last summer, and we are now deploying that money into a drill program.
Okay, so how much is going on the drill program? How many meters?
Yeah, it's a minimum 2,000 meters. It kicked off in October. So right now it's mid-November. So we're looking to have our first results out soon, potentially expanding the program subject to the results. And it's really the first drilling that we've done there since would have been March, April, May of 2023. And our last program was very successful. We hit some bonanza grade silver for the first time in some of our deeper drilling. And we're looking to really build off that, really hoping to hit some more zones of good silver.
Oh, interesting. Is that also something that it has a CRD potential, right? This carbonate replacement deposits there?
Yeah, it does. It does. It's got a very similar geologic model to the Taylor discovery. And we are making some early preparations to continue to advance that deep target. It's about 650 meters deep where it starts. So right now we are just focused on the first 100 to 200 meters, the open pit oxide potential. And really that's because it's still growing. But as it grows, we're able to really investigate methods to test the deep CRD target. And the target is quite compelling. It is based off of only one historic drill hole underneath the pit at Tombstone, and it hit 7 meters of 9.1% lead zinc, 0.6 copper, 32 grams silver, and a little sniff of gold. So it's a very compelling, I would say, CRD start. We've supplemented that now with geophysics, and we're just thinking about ways that we could drill to confirm and potentially expand on that sulfide mineralization that was found by a previous operator at depth.
How does it look with a resource estimate?
Well, we are still in exploration drilling. We have not yet found the limits really on any side of where we've been drilling. So we would like to continue to drill, and we're not planning a resource just yet. Potentially next year after maybe another round of drilling. But for us, we really want to stay in growth, discovery, and expansion mode. And since we last chatted, we did develop a new geologic model on Tombstone.
Okay.
And this is following up on a planned pit expansion from when the mine was in operation in the 1980s that never came to fruition. So we really want to understand what they were targeting and why before we proceed with advanced technical study.
Okay, super. So you have a clear plan.
I believe so.
Fantastic. Okay, then let's move to Mexico, to Cervantes.
Yes.
I think is the name of the project. What have you done this year there?
Well, we did a round of follow-up drilling that ended earlier this year. We've done some internal modeling. We had a good, successful program. We really pushed out the boundaries of our previous grid. So we now have a very robust drill hole database, about 12,000 meters, plus 12,000 meters, 67 holes. And as we were drilling, we did have a chance to do some surface exploration, and we found a very pronounced surface anomaly that extends our main California zone target, which is a gold oxide, a very shallow discovery that was made. We think it extends significantly along strike. So the next steps there will be to next year go in and follow up on that, do a surface, a field program during the dry season, and then potentially go in and drill to expand it.
Okay, super. As Mexico has a new president, Mrs.
Yes.
Sheinbaum, are you affected in any way from, let's say, I wouldn't say decisions yet to be made, but they're in the media you can read a lot.
Yeah, well, we're certainly affected by a little bit of the uncertainty, but we still are at a very early stage of exploration. So when it comes into any concerns about changes in the permitting regime, it's really more of a sentiment thing, and it's an investment issue for the market in general. But for us, I'll give you an example. The mining law was reformed in April of 2023, and we filed for our drill and exploration permits after the law had changed. And our turnaround time to get the drill permit for all the disturbance that we needed was only 6 weeks.
Wow,
So
that's fast.
Yeah, I mean, that's faster than you're going to find, probably anywhere in Canada. So, from that perspective, as an exploration company, it's positive for us.
Yeah, and I think Mexico has such a 500-600 year tradition in mining. I mean, that makes no sense to really change here something.
It is a little bit odd to think about Mexico without big open pits, but we'll see how that all unfolds.
Okay, good. Then, of course, question: what is cash in the bank? Shareholder registry.
Sure, yeah, and I mean that's changed significantly since we spoke last. We have about $2 million in the bank. We raised $2.6 million in July, and we have some very large notable shareholders now. Alamos Gold is still our largest shareholder,
Wow.
and we have a number of funds and institutions that have taken positions really over the past 6 to 8 months as the gold and silver cycle has. Obviously taking a breather today, but it has moved up. I agree, but in tandem with that run up with silver back through $30, we've seen some bigger investors. So although we might have a few more shares out now, I think the registry is a little bit tighter and more concentrated.
Okay, super. So that looks like 2025 very busy. Lots of drilling, both projects, right?
Well, potentially both projects. Yeah. And, for now, we are laser focused on this 2,000 meter program at Tombstone. And we will have results out from that, this year and then also into next year. The labs are a little bit slower this year. So it might take, a few more weeks than typical, but that's good. I mean, if the labs are busy, that means there's money flowing into the sector.
Okay, super. Then let's look forward to some good results, and we wish you well.
Thank you very much, Jochen.
Thank you very much, Simon. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Simon Dyakowski, the CEO of Aztec Minerals, and you heard it. The drills are turning, results are coming this year, also in the first quarter next year, and two really interesting properties, one in Arizona, one in Mexico, and I must say, great results so far. Though it looks like there is something really going on here. Check out the company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.